Welcome to She's All In, the podcast that ignites inspiration in women. Dive in, ladies, as we champion self-development, empowering women to courageously unlock their limitless potential, embrace their purpose, and elevate their lives. Tune in for engaging conversations, realistic topic discussions with special guests, and the incredible women from the She Wins community. Hey y'all, welcome back to She's All In podcast. Here is where we ignite inspiration in women. Happy Wednesday, ladies.
Happy Wednesday.
So today, our topic is about having the power and knowing when it's time to pivot.
Yes.
I feel like throughout life, we have to pivot, but in order for us to really do so, we have to know when is the proper time to apply pressure, for us to really make changes in life, and for us to really pivot and make the changes that we need so we can move forward and just be successful, period.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Is it any time in your life where y'all felt like y'all had to pivot?
Yes, it is. And sometimes, you can feel it in your body.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a spiritual thing you feel within when you know it's time to pivot. It's time to realize. Because see, pivoting is not about quitting or giving up.
Nope.
It's just about realigning and changing directions to still get to your ultimate goal and destination, And you can feel in your body sometimes not feeling like things is fulfilling for you anymore.
Yeah.
Feeling burnt out and exhausted from certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Just not feeling aligned with things anymore. You can feel when it's time for you to pivot. Yeah.
And I do also feel like it's power in recognizing when it's time to pivot.
Yeah.
It's you're just hitting the reset button, and you should never feel bad about or a failure or because we have to do that on a day. People don't talk about it, but I'm sure successful people out there, no matter what, have to pivot on the regular. Yeah.
And I think it's a difference between pivoting because something genuinely doesn't feel aligned. You are going with a gut feeling and your intuition. But then it's also it's a difference between that and not wanting to be stretched and grow and wanting to stay comfortable. Yeah. There's a huge difference between the two. That people have to recognize as well. Because am I playing it safe, playing it small, and I want to be stuck in the same comfort zone, or is this really pushing me and stretching me to take me further to where I need to go? Yeah.
Well, I feel like with pivoting is not really changing or starting something new. I mean, it could be, but for me, I think pivoting is when you just inch up to do something better.
Yeah.
Right. For instance, I sell real estate or whatever, and I'm always in a changing market. So pivoting for me, I would have to change with the market.
Yes.
My business structure. And that goes with any professional career.
Yeah.
And also within your home, when you have a baby, you get married, that pivoting to something and your family is totally different than what it's not a change. It could just be one little simple thing.
Shifting gears.
And then mostly in life you have to evolve and different things. So pivoting it's not. It could be complicated for some and scared for some. And very uncomfortable for some, but it's worth it. Sometimes you just have to do it.
It is.
I like how you put that because it's not about like you said, always doing something brand new. It's just re-strategizing what you already currently doing.
Right.
Just having a new strategy, basically. Yeah.
Just bettering yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just shifting a little bit, to open up the doors for new experiences. Like she said, marriage, babies, relationships, jobs, careers. Things change. In order for us to continue to grow, we have to kind of shift a little bit and to figure out what's best for you at the time. And that's just how I look at it. Even throughout my career, it's just okay, I gotta shift, try to make movements, try to do a little things here, move this here, just to see what's working best for me. So I think it's important for us to kind of really recognize when it's time to to pivot.
Yes. Yeah. So have you had any situations where you needed it, where you noticed that?
Oh, absolutely.
God was leading you somewhere else, and in order for you to get to that destination, there had to be a pivot in your life.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Friendships, relationships, career. One thing about me, I hate feeling stuck. I hate feeling like I can't figure something out. So once I feel like I'm in that, I'm trapped in the box, and that's when I'm just like, okay, you know what? This is not working for me. It's time for me to put something in place for me to kind of get myself out of this box. I'm really good at just not staying still. When it's like something in me just says to me like, girl, like, because I know where I want to be in life, especially with my career. So it's just like, I know that I will have to continue to shift and to pivot in order for me to get there. So it's just like throughout life, period, you know, even becoming a mom, you know, just everything. I feel like just showing me how to pivot and how to move. And I feel like even like with my friendships, you know, of course, I developed new friendships throughout the past year. So it's like, okay, now I have to pivot and learn how to juggle these multiple friendships. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have different personalities. So I have to handle each and every one different. So it's just like, I have to learn how to kind of align and pivot and kind of move accordingly. Yeah. So what about you? What about y'all?
I think I have an example. So here's a good example. Okay, so here's an example of, for me, when I knew I needed to pivot. Now, a few years ago, I had tapped into a version of me that I didn't know I was really good at something, and I excelled in it, like, abundantly. And that was the gift of knowing how to sell. I didn't know I had that gift in me until I was placed in a situation where I had to do it. So I was just milking that gift and just letting God use me in that gift. And I was reaping the harvest of knowing how to do that. But along the way, I was getting gaslighted and manipulated a lot. Right? And so it was like trickery and mind games on me. You know, constantly causing me to make me feel like I'm crazy or I'm questioning my worth. This is in the business world. Okay. Making me feel like I'm crazy, questioning my worth, questioning my value, always saying, making me feel like, it's gotta be me. You know, it was those constant feelings that was coming over me. And it was making me feel exhausted, confused, burnt out. Like, it was coming to a point where I love selling because I like engaging with people. Like, I know how to engage with people really good. But it was making me feel like I don't want to do what I'm good at anymore. I just don't feel fulfilled anymore. And the thing about it is, it's not that I'm not feeling fulfilled in what God has called me to do. I'm not fulfilled with this experience, this overall experience and what's happening to me anymore. So I pivoted. So when I pivoted, I'm now in a career where I'm still showing up in my gifts, selling, engaging, doing what God has, really created purpose in me to do. But I pivoted to a different sector and re-strategize of it that now fulfills me. So that's a good example of what I recently had to pivot. So knowing to release things that no longer serve you, but that doesn't mean that your gift is still your gift. Like she said, it's not about just like starting something new. I just started a different path with what I was already good at. Right.
I think that's good. I think like throughout our career, we start out maybe doing one thing, but as you grow and as you take on new experiences and as you start to develop and you start to peel all your old shit, all that like an onion, you're peeling off layers or whatever the case may be. But as you're progressing, as God continues to use you, like, okay, this is what I need to do. It's like, it's okay for a career change. It's okay to pivot and career change, So some people feel like they may have to just stick to that one thing, so they're scared to pivot.
And I could have been scared to pivot because in that field, I was making a lot of money. So a lot of people will stick it through because of the money they're making and not realizing this doesn't feel aligned anymore. Right. Like, so that misalignment is going to end up affecting the bucks you make anyway in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but they'll be so stuck on, I've never made this amount of money before. It's the money. And they'll stay in that situation where at the end of the day, all of those emotions you're feeling is going to block that anyway.
Yeah.
Ultimately. Yeah.
I think too, sometimes people may be afraid to pivot because of the fear. The fear of kind of stepping into a new area in life where it's not familiar to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, have y'all ever experienced that before?
I know for myself, I have like a lot of gifts too inside of me, and I will let them sit dormant, or I water down my gifting, because it's like, I'm a person, like, I'm a people's person. I want everybody to win and shine. So I will water down myself just so somebody else can, you're going to win, girl. But the Lord has taken me to, with my pivoting, placing me by myself, because y'all are the first girlfriends that I could truly say are girlfriends. So it's kind of like he pivoted me with new friendships myself, and as well as different arenas and doors, and excelling me in the current place I am and outside of that. So it's kind of like, okay, Jannelle, you gotta be, because I even had an incident happen before I came here, like getting off a fast. Somebody called me, and it's like, I don't even deal with this person. So my response was different. And I was kind of like, okay, what is this about? And I hung the phone up. And then I didn't really get mad. I was kind of like, that with different territory is going to become different challenges, and I try to use different verbiage. And then I said, I'm going to dominate my spirit, because being around you guys, I don't get intimidated. I'm not jealous. It just reflames the fire on the inside of me to be able to pivot in whatever field that I'm called to, or what I'm doing. It makes me go harder or do my best. You know, so it's like that fear factor, because it is, because like the other chapter with the life insurance, it's like, you know, you've been in retail fashion dealing with women, so it's like stepping over here, learning new terminology, learning, like, you got to stay in alliance with this, you know, how you conduct yourself a certain way with dealing with different clients. So it's kind of like, okay, God said, I'm giving to you both. So you got to be okay with, you have a new set of people. It's okay to leave family, anybody behind, you know, and that's where I'm at, like, okay, life is different. It's totally different now.
That's a really good example of pivoting too, because just taking on different tasks, we all wear multiple hats and just different careers. Like, I feel like all of us have different talents, and we come across a lot of other women that have different talents. So it's like just battling with yourself, like, okay, which direction should I go in? And that's why it's always good to kind of do what you're passionate about. You know what I mean? Just follow your heart when it comes to pivoting. I feel like you would know deep down. Like, if you really pay attention, and you really stand still and pay attention to things, you would know when it's time to pivot. I feel like you would know when it's time to pivot. And it's like, what are some of the steps? Like, or what is something that, or an example that you can give someone that will help them pivot?
Well, I have 3 signs you know you need to pivot. Okay. So should I go there? Because I wrote them in my notes.
Yes.
3 times.
Well, do the steps.
Okay. Okay.
Like give an example of a step, encouraging someone to pivot. So for one, I put to reflect on your current path and to take the time to understand your skill set, how you can become an asset to, you know, whatever it is you're trying to, your new destination, to kind of reflect on, you know, your skills and your gifts.
That's real good.
That is good. Yeah, I think it's really good.
I like the path part too.
Yeah.
All about the journey. Yeah, that's really good. And so, okay, so 3 signs. You know, you said signs you need to know when you need to pivot. I mean, for me, it's a spiritual thing. Going back to a spiritual thing, you really have to get to a place where you are listening to your body, and to your intuition, and to your gut. You are always going to be led and guided into all truth.
Yes.
And I know there are going to be things that happen to all of us in life that don't make us feel good. Now, we, of course, every little thing we come across is, I don't like that, I need to pivot. I don't like that, I need to pivot. I don't like that, I need to pivot. You know, we're not doing that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's like noticing how you feel in your body. If something truly is like disrupting your peace and you feel so misaligned in your body about a certain event, career, circumstance, opportunity, or something that you are doing and you are feeling like it's just genuinely no longer working and your inner man is pulling you to take a different path. It is pulling you to go in a different direction. You have to pay attention to that.
You sure do.
You got to pay attention to that and listen to that. Yeah. You know, because that's how the body talks. So the body is not going to literally say it in words. It's going to say it in emotions and feelings.
You going to feel.
It's going to say it in instinct.
Absolutely. And I've been getting that a lot lately.
And being able to listen to that and tap into that and trust that and say, you know what? I do need to pivot. I need a new strategy. Okay. I need a whole new framework. And asking God, okay, I don't know all the steps, but I'm gonna step out. Yeah. And I'm gonna trust that if I step out in this new direction, in this new strategy, you're gonna lead and guide me on what I need to do. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
Because I feel like pivoting is a process. It's a process. Yeah. It is. It's a true process. And I most definitely want to elaborate on the fact of the intuition, the feeling. Yeah. I just like if you know you're around somebody and your spirit just it's not right. Does something. It shifts and it moves. And it's just like, and I'm starting to pay attention to how my spirit shifts and moves depending on who's around me and the type of environment that I'm in. I'm learning to remove myself away from certain people and take myself out of certain environments because I don't like the way my spirit is feeling around
energy does not
it's just not. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something's off. But don't let people make you feel like you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because people will do that. They will make you feel like you're crazy. Yes. No, I know my intuition. I know what I'm feeling. And half the time you're right. But people will make you feel like you're psycho.
I said I was being gaslit. I was.
No, gaslight.
Oh, you're doing too much.
Yes. But I feel like learning to pivot is so important, y'all. And it's a process and it's not easy. But like Mel was saying, we can't just be out here like, oh, this don't work. This don't work. This don't. You're going to find yourself all over the place. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your situation that you're in. Pay attention to your environment. And if you feel like where you're at right now at this very moment is not working for you, shift. It's time to
don't. Like they genuinely feel stuck.
But how do you feel stuck? Give an example.
Okay, let me see if I can find meanings here.
Because if you feel like you're stuck, then that's the clue to pivot.
Yes. Yeah. Something got to change.
Something
Yeah.
Your structure. Because first you have you assess the situation first. And then once you assess that situation, you try to define like, all right, what's the purpose of this? Why am I feeling like this? How could this be? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. No, I know what I'm asking.
I know what you're saying.
So what I'm asking is, because there's some people who feel like they're feeling like, even though we're saying you're not starting over, they really feel like they don't want to give up. So for example, let's say you start a new business and you feel like God has called you to be in this career or start in this business, right? And you are doing all you can to thrive and you are just doing all of the things, right? And you just feel like, I don't want to quit on this. I want to stick in through because I know that God has a plan and I know that I've been called to this. What do you say to a person that just keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again because they're holding on to this vision and to these promises that they're going to be abundant, they're going to be successful, they're going to be prosperous, but they just feel like they know they need to pivot or don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking.
But it's like pivoting in different, maybe you don't have to pivot the whole thing, but something in what you're doing, maybe you need to pivot that. Maybe they need to change that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because first of all, if they say that God, like they feel like God sent it to them and this is what they're supposed to be doing, then why would you even like try to fight with God? What God said?
Correct. Yeah.
So continue to do it, but within that's why I say you have to assess the situation. And then like, all right, what's the purpose of you doing this? And then after that, you're like, okay, like the main factors of that person, of that purpose. And then it has to be something that the person is not doing within.
Yes.
To achieve the goal that they want. So
yes.
You probably have to like tweak something.
Yes.
You have to pivot. Yes. Something. It could be like communications. It could be marketing. It's something that's not aligning with what God has for you.
Yes, that's good.
That's it. So you just have to figure it out what it is. Or you can even go to God and ask Him, what is it? Why I'm not succeeding in what you call me to do.
Right. Yes. Right. That's good. That's very good.
So you never know like what God has for you, like your success level. Like what we think, well, most people, we think like success is like connections and money and all that stuff, but that may not be what is meant for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be the gift of communicating with others.
Right.
Like some have that gift, and maybe that's what you're supposed to do. And use that. I mean, unfortunately, that's not a gift for me, but somebody else. And they're always like, all right, in real estate, I always like, okay, I want to be more verbal and want to do this and all that. You have to sit back and like, Tshika, that's not you.
You know
what I'm saying? And I look at like the girls in there, they be going the model homes with the stilettos on and all. No, that's not me.
Right.
I'm like, oh, it's pretty. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I'm the type, you come to me and I just go direct, listen, we're going to do this, that. Right. You got any problems? You have some problems with me, you can fire me. I have problems with you, I fire you too. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to get on with this thing. Well, I'm going to be on here. No. So you have to find what works for you.
Yes. And be okay with that.
And try to pivot your way around it. Define what success means to you. That's it.
That's good.
Because success is different to everybody. And it looks different to everybody.
Exactly.
So that's right. So I feel like,
and you pivot accordingly.
Right.
So like when I sit down with my husband, we go over next year what we plan or whatever. We have like 10 goals on there, but a lot of stuff will pivot. To make that's our goals happen or whatever, but you just got believe in yourself.
You got to believe in yourself.
Your gut instincts.
You do.
Yes, and your gut instincts.
The instinct thing is something I'm learning. I'm so big on that now. It's just like when I feel like, ooh, I know, it's like I fall back. It's just like I fall back into my little, okay. I have my safe place. I have my safe zones. I know where to go. I know who to talk to. I know who to lean on. I know who not to share things with. It's just, you just have to be very mindful and about everything when it comes to pivoting. And then you got to want the best for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So people might want the best for you, but you got to want the best for yourself and have that full understanding that this situation right here is not working for me. So I think it's time for me to pivot. And it just is what it is. It's all about growth.
It's all about growth.
It's all about growth. That's all it is. And acknowledging. You most definitely need an acknowledgement, because if you're not acknowledging that it's time for you to pivot, you're going to stay in that same situation. So I do feel like it's important to pivot, ladies. It's important to pivot. So thank y'all so much. Anybody else want to close out with anything before we close out? Just continue. Just trust yourself. Trust your gut instincts and go with the flow.
Yep, that's it. That's the word. It's the I think it's the instincts. Trusting that.
Trust that instinct,
and not having I'm gonna stick this through. Trust your instinct.
So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, happy Wednesday, and thank y'all for tuning in to She's All In. Tune with us every Wednesday on Spotify. Follow our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. And I'm Keisha,
Melanie,
Tshika,
Jannelle.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.